Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dee. If you're new to my channel, kindly like this video, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that next time when I post a new video, you will be the first one to watch it. Well, today I want to share with you guys 10 things you must know before coming to America from Kenya. Uh, so guys, let's dive right into it. All right, number one, the weather. Guys, when I first came to America, it was in summer. It was actually in May. The summer had just started, and it was hot. I went to Texas, and so here in America, we actually get to experience all the four seasons. We got summer, we got winter, we got spring, and we got the fall. So when you come, consider the time of year that you're coming, because I've seen some people come to places like New York, which is up north, with no jackets, nothing, and they are freezing. So yeah, just know that when you come between the months of, let's say, October, November-ish through March, April, it is cold, especially up north. Down south where we are, it's not so bad, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so we do have all the four seasons, and we do experience a lot of snow in some of the states. All right. Number two, pets. Guys, Americans love their pets, okay? I remember growing up back home, dogs and cats, were just, especially dogs. I mean, dogs were security. They guarded the house, they were always outside back in the day when we grew up. But in America, dogs are like children. So you have to really respect people's pets, and, yeah, because they're, they're just like children. And guys, it's so serious here with people and their pets, because from my experience back home, I mean, we were all afraid of dogs, because every home you went to that had a dog, they had a sign saying Umbakali, which means, ferocious dog. So we grew up, a lot of us, being really, really afraid of dogs. But, now that I'm here, I've gotten used to it. I actually have a dog myself, so yeah, so that's number two. All right, let's go to number three. Another thing that you will have to get used to, especially coming from Kenya, is speaking English all the time, especially when you're around Americans, because sometimes they, when we're hanging out with, like, a mix of Americans and Kenyans, every time you meet with African, Kenyans especially, you get so excited, you're like, oh my gosh, let's speak in Swahili. But then you have to consider the other people that are around you, because they don't understand what you're saying, and sometimes they think, okay, are you talking about me? Like, what are you saying? Speak English. So yeah, that's one of the things that you will have to get used to once you come to America. All right. Number four, PDA. Okay, so guys, this is something that is prevalent in America. It's no big deal. Everywhere you go in America, you will realize that, a display of affection is not a big deal. Back home, we grew up very, very conservative, kissing and hugging in front of your parents. It was just, oh, a no-no. But here, I mean, it's not a big deal. Everywhere you turn, people are hugging. Everywhere you turn, people are kissing, and it's okay. So yeah, I mean, that's something that I had to get used to seeing, even at the store. I mean, it doesn't matter where you go, it is there. So get used to that. All right, number five. And guys, I'm looking down because I'm referencing my notes that I took. So yeah. All right, number five, let's talk about the food. Guys, the food here, I can say, okay, compared to back home, I would think for the most part it is more expensive. And also you realize there's so many different diets. Back home, all we knew was ugali, which is like cornmeal mush. It's almost like grits in America. But yeah, I mean, we grew up with just the bare basic necessities, ugali and kale, which is sukuma wiki or collard greens, but here, I mean, there's so many different diets, and then you realize that the food even tastes different. And I can't really blame them, because I mean, it's what, over 300 million people in America, so we really import a lot of foods, and a lot of the food is just sitting in freezers, waiting to be shipped, and waiting to get to the people. So it doesn't taste as fresh as it used to, as it used to back home. So that's one thing that you have to get used to. Like, I remember even, just because back home when we cook, it's, I mean, all you need is just onion, tomato. Sometimes you don't even need any kind of spice, and the food will just taste amazing, because it's, more organic. But here, I mean, a lot of our food is, some is frozen, and some comes from, a long way. So it's not going to taste as fresh. All right. And let's get to number 6, timekeeping. One thing about America is punctuality is huge. Everywhere you go, you have to keep time, especially, on jobs. Even when you go to like parties and stuff, people are always on time. So there's no Kenyan time in America. It's American time. You have to be there on time, which is so funny, because I've seen even in like with our my fellow Kenyans, they're always on time on the job. But when you invite them to a party, my goodness, they're still with the Kenyan time, which is so funny. But yeah, timekeeping is huge, huge, huge. You cannot be late. If you're late to your job, a few times, they may let you go. All right. Number 7. One thing I've also noticed with Americans is they talk a lot. Like, you will meet somebody for the first time, and they'll just tell you all their business. I mean, just about everything, because growing up, I mean, we grew up very conservative. We didn't tell people much about ourselves. But here it's just like, hey, it's almost like, what do you want to know? I'll tell you. All you got to do is, you don't even have to ask. I mean, they will just share so much information, And another thing too is, I mean, they're so open. They shoot straight from the hip. They don't mince words. They'll just say things, like it is, as opposed to back home. We are so careful with, the things we say and all that. All right. Number 8. Another huge thing in America is looking people in the eye, or eye contact. Like back home, we grew up, to show the adults a sign of respect, we would look down. You would never look your parents or your teachers, in the eye. But here, eye contact is everything. It's like, you're showing interest. It means like you're showing interest or paying attention, or you have self-confidence, or you're not lying about something, so you have to learn. I've had to learn to look people in the eye, because it was so hard for me in the beginning. All right. And then number 9, let's talk about hair. Okay, hair salons, just getting your hair done, period, it is super, super expensive compared to back home, because everything, being from Kenya, everything you want to convert to Kenya shillings. So every time you do the conversion, you're like, oh my gosh, that is too much, But yeah, hair salons, my gosh, I mean, just to go get a basic wash and set, I mean, you're coming out of there, you've spent at least, $60-$80, or more, just for a wash and set. Don't even try getting braids. That's a whole other story. I mean, you're spending $150-$200 for braids. So getting your hair done here is very, very expensive. And number 10, let's talk about funerals. Okay, so funerals in America are very, very quick. Once people, you lose your loved one, everything happens so fast, as opposed to back home, where, once you lost your family member, sometimes, people keep the body for a week, 2 weeks. I've seen even families, other people keep the body for months, maybe waiting on a certain loved one that's not there to show up before they do the burial. And guys, they even have funerals for pets, for dogs and cats. I thought that was just the most amazing and weird thing, to happen. And also, as far as funerals, they buy plots, because they don't allow you to bury your loved ones within your home. You have to buy a plot at a cemetery, to bury your loved ones. And you know, yeah, a lot of people also, they buy insurance and they plot way years ahead, you know, in insurance just to cover their funeral expenses, as opposed to us, you know, Kenyans or Africans who, you know, most of the time we do fundraisers when we lose a loved one, you know, for us to bury the body. So guys, those are the 10 things that you must know before coming to America from Kenya. Stay tuned to my channel. I'll be posting some more information, some more details if you're trying to travel from Kenya to America, things that you must know. So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and also click on that notification bell so that when I upload a new video, you'll be first to know. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next one.